you should be actually empowered in. You ask yourself, even when you don't care, you don't mind about whoever leaves this country, why? And then you leave the task to Ministry of Gender, you leave the task to whoever is calling himself in charge, the recruitment agencies, the two people. If you leave this task to them, why then you find cases saturating all over social media? Why again cases come to you when gender is available? Why cases don't go to the embassy? Why they don't go to, why they end up sneaking coming to associations? If indeed these people are doing their work, if at all the recruiters are doing whatever they are told to do in regulation, if at all Ministry of Gender is doing all its best, whatever it keeps purporting in public, why still, if the embassy is doing whatever it has to do, why still these cases sneak out? If indeed they have organized the systems that actually are connected to the traffic or can channel the traffic of these cases to their corner, to their side, if indeed they have done that right, why still we see cases saturating all over social media? This is a big question. And now that calls for governance, it calls for leadership, it calls for representation of those very victims. It calls for governance in labor migration regimes, legal regimes. There is no recognition of the migrant workers themselves. They say migration governance, global compact for migration, migration governance and data comes first. But how are you going to capture all that without actually recognizing the three stakes, which include workers, employer, and employees? In the case of Uganda, you say, oh, migrant workers, you say employers, recruiters, migrant workers, and Minister of Gender. Are they all party to decisions? No, they are not party. Why? They only go in bed. The two of them, Minister of Gender, only recognize recruiters as essential partners. The others are just minor. They just invite you as the UN invites Africa to the UN, to the UN Assembly. They're just, to the UN Council. They are just visitors. They just go there. They have just a listening post. This is how migrant workers are treated. We just have a listening post. Ogenda genda okola gyolaga waliwo ebiti. We are just having a listening post, but we don't have a position, a stake, a bargain. We don't have a no and a yes within all decisions that are being made. We should gain our senses. Obuusi bigambo bino tubyogera bibamu obulumi. Nobiweereza abasajja abamu n'omuwulira ng'ayogera era munaye abasajja olina obbaleka ne basooka bakola ebyo byonna bino byeyagala bajja ne boona obyagala tebajja kubikola nga simanyi tokkiriza kulya nkaafu. Please, sijja kulya nkaafu. And I'm repeating the very words that until we cross that, then we shall not see justice. We shall begin to see the justice that we want until we cross. I hope you are getting my point. Twetunulemu gwe naye munnayuganda gwe batwala ng'okyasaatuuka busaatuusa osaalimba busaalimba olinda otawaanya omuntu gw'otaasasula omaze okutuuka ebweru si gwasoose okubona abalere banno wabawulira nga tonaba nakugenda nga bagamba bona abalere ebweru eyo gwe n'osalawo oyongere ogende n'otuukayo ate era n'otandika okuyita mama fiina oyita bano ogenda ozunza vidiyo ozino naye bwe wali ova e Uganda wategeera nti eriyo ekibiina ky'abakozi tewakigendamu. Wabula oyagala olinde bajje kugamba omale kufuna buzibu bamale kukozesa because you have a listening post and you can't stand to say no to this, no to exposure. They have exposed you. So those whom you leave to be exposed and then you come later to say let's assist them, my brother, you also need to understand the kafara system and how it works. Kafara system, it's a buy system. In this guise of sponsorship, it buys ekugula. That's why many are trapped. It's a debt bondage. They are trapped into these debts. The reason why you hear recruiters here charging them, they want to create a sense of responsibility among these workers. But their charging is not on record, is not anywhere recognized. You can imagine any agent can just charge any amount of money. Indeed, the regulation speaks very small money, just pretending to be favoring the workers. In this guise, promoting trafficking, promoting slavery, promoting that system called kafara, because they say that migrants are sponsored from the other side. But now the workers are reporting to you, we are double charged. Now, where does that emanate from? They are double charged because the recruiters know themselves. If we don't charge these workers some money, obviously they will rebel against the terms and conditions that are put in those contracts. They will feel a sense of no responsibility. So they want to make them responsible, such that when they reach there, they are able to just forcefully work because they feel they put in something. Unfortunately, and the worst of it all, the worst of it, these people reach there, they find that their bosses now are opening up to them that we had paid for you. We had paid you off. Therefore, you don't need okufuguma. Tofuguma kuba twasasudde buli kimu. So who received that money? Who received that twasasudde buli kimu? It is the same recruiter who is misregulated by the Ministry of Gender, because tewali now wabula nga baba regulatinga omukozi taliwo okweyogerera nfuna bulungi. Omukozi bamusuula bbali ali just ku listening post, making him a subject. Kati ekyo mulwana okukigira nga genda yeyongera okusiriwaza abantu mu public. Era ffe tukola nnyo ensonga z'abaana, tubateereddewo support center, tukoze bino na biri, mutusupportinga, mutuyita toilet nti nno mujja tuyingiranga mu buyingizi, but we don't have a responsibility to clean ourselves. This is what they are doing. They are like ban migrants anti they are vulnerable. Anti katubateereddewo katino kyakubayamba. Mutuyita condom, mutwambala bwambazi, please. We are going to start taking on you openly. Because that's what they do to these Ugandans until everybody is exploited to the nerve. Trafficking is at its badge. I mean, there you go to Entebbe and ask yourself, stand somewhere and watch what's going on. Trafficking, very open, in the guise of free migration, open diaspora. Buli omu agende. Kulwaki? Kubanga abakulu boke straightens ekyo. Think about it, and I also think about it to do something.